the first time that Reese plays an unlikable character. And what I just had to laugh because, I mean, I have my flaws, but, likability has never been a problem for me. And, I think that I was so taken aback.
Well, so much of the show is about becoming. And it's like, well, what if you haven't become that yet? Like, who are you in your late 40s if you haven't become the person that you intended to be or the person that your mother hoped you could be? And what does that look like and feel like?
It was my idea. I had a sense, for some reason, there are so many stories in Tiny Beautiful Things. Some of them my own. It really is a kind of hybrid memoir. And of course, every letter written to me is a story. And it seemed rich material for television.
Because Tiny Beautiful Things had been adapted before as a stage play, there was also a lot of thought of like, which I would give to any adaptation, like, how is this putting kind of a new thing out into the world? And I think at first, maybe the most obvious way to go was to say, we're going to tell the story of this woman and there's going to be like a parallel B story of the letter writers, and we're going to be able to follow their stories. But for myself, I am such a fan of Cheryl's. I so revere Cheryl. I've read all of Cheryl, everything I could read of Cheryl's. And I was really enamored with this nonlinear memoir. And so we started to talk about that and think about, well, what if we told a story of a woman who hadn't hiked the Pacific Crest Trail, who hadn't become the writer she wanted to be? Like, what if it was, she started as Cheryl, but she didn't do the Cheryl things that Cheryl did, and she became someone else. This binary, a woman is either unlikable or she's likable. She's either okay or not okay. She either has her shit together or she's a mess. And I mean, just from the experience of like being a human, I think we all know that's not the case. You can be both things at the same time, equally, even if they're totally opposing. I don't think you can write a character like this and not somewhere have Kathryn in mind, because it's so, I think, speaks to her kind of sweet spot as an actor. But we pretty much had the whole season written by the time Kathryn read it and said she was interested in it. And I still remember I was actually driving through Oregon when I heard, and I was like, I'm in Cheryl's home state. I think I was like peeing at a rest stop, but maybe in the woods. And I was like, I can't believe it. And it just felt like she was this woman.